Hello everybody, it's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Thanks for joining us here on YouTube. This video was recorded live. We do it every Friday, so come check us out right here on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, come join us here each and every time we are live. And in the meantime, check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for plenty more Royal Caribbean news. You can always say hello.
Hi.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye!
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, goodbye. Guys, welcome. Thanks for joining us here. Everyone's excited to talk Royal Caribbean, even my kids. They just want to see their face on YouTube. That's pretty much it. But that's all right. As long as they're excited for cruising, that's what we're here to do. Hello, Megan. Hello, Jason Peterson, Sophia, Pam, Dream Ellipses, the GOAT. Welcome, Crazy Cat Traveler. Tara says, never caught you live. Love your videos. Why, thank you, Tara. I'm glad you are catching us live because, as I mentioned earlier, we're live every Friday. And, guys, today it's all about you. What? Not you. Not you. You. We're answering your cruise questions. Actually, everybody's question, not including you and you. Hello, Tony. Welcome. Corey. Suzanne Turner, good evening. Jonathan's got a first question. Jonathan wants to know, David, info on the Oasis of the Seas. Jonathan, I have a feeling your question is not about, the ship in general, but about its current status as it relates to, of course, that accident that occurred. And if you're watching this video in 2022, well, thank you, but this information is not relevant to you anymore. But basically, a week or so ago, there was that unfortunate incident in the Grand Bahama shipyard that occurred where the crane fell onto the ship. But good news, the ship is on its way to Spain to complete its repairs. Chris Hooper says, my girlfriend does not have a passport. I was told that if you have an ID and a birth certificate, works well. Also, getting on and off the ship, you just need your crown and your sea pass and ID. Again, sea pass. All right, so to go on a Royal Caribbean cruise in which it's a closed loop sailing from the United States and you're a U.S. resident, yes, you can sail with your original birth certificate with the raised seal, not a photocopy or duplicate. It's got to be the original birth certificate and a state-issued form of identification. In combination, yes. So if your girlfriend has that and you have the passport, obviously you bring your passport. Your girlfriend brings the birth certificate and ID. Now, getting on and off the ship, that's a really good question. So the other question was, well, what happens when you get off the ship and you want to go? You're going to Cozumel or wherever. You just need your Sea Pass card and also your a form of photo ID. So again, that state ID will work. Peter Allen wants to know, how many Royal Caribbean cruises have I been on? I've been on 35 Royal Caribbean cruises. Belinda is here from Chicago on a Navigator, May 2019. You know what? I apologize. Where are my manners, guys? Because we have a tradition here. We're going to get a lot of questions. You're going to see. We've gotten 2 or 3 so far. But the most important question is, how many days until your next Royal Caribbean cruise? Type it in chat. Let's count down together. Corey, can you tell us more about Spectrum of the Seas? Spectrum of the Seas is Royal Caribbean's newest Royal Caribbean ship. Just launched, in fact, it was just delivered to Royal Caribbean. She's about to do her first sailing, I believe, next week over in Spain. But Spectrum of the Seas was custom built and designed for the Asian cruise market. What that means is usually when Royal Caribbean builds a ship, they build them kind of more generically so that they can go to the Caribbean, they go to Europe, they can go anywhere. But this ship was designed with China in mind. So there's a number of venues and amenities and offerings that really are designed and curtailed for the Chinese cruise market. So hopefully that answers your question there. Got a lot of countdowns here. Jake wants to know, what's the biggest Royal Caribbean ship? That would be Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas. Symphony is it's not only the largest Royal Caribbean cruise ship, it's also the largest cruise ship in the world. Shannon Ford is sailing on Symphony of the Seas next month. I've heard sometimes they offer specialty restaurant specials the first night. Is that true? Sometimes they do, Shannon. It's hard to tell you, I think you mean on board the ship. Yeah, occasionally we've seen those kind of deals. But with the proliferation of especially dining packages, I think that's less and less common. But you can certainly ask about it, Shannon. So when you're on board the ship and you see a waiter walking around the ship saying, hey, Shannon, would you like to eat at Chops Grill tonight or Izumi or wherever? Ask them, hey, are there any specials if we dine tonight? Jaden wants to know, what's the best specialty restaurant on Oasis? Oh, Jaden, there's so many great choices. You've got Sabor. You've got Hibachi over at Izumi. 150 Central Park. French Fries, great name. Sailing on Mariner to the Seas, 22nd this month. Any tips for the ship? French Fries, first of all, great name again. I just went on Mariner to the Seas for 3 sailings in a row last month, dude. Mariner is an amazing ship. What I would tell you, French fries, love the name, is check out our some of the blog posts we did at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com about it. But here are a couple tips. Number one, if you on sail away, go down to the helipad, which is right on the promenade deck on deck 4. Check that out. Make sure you try a couple different drinks in the bamboo room. And of course, what's another good tip for Mariner of the season? I feel like, you got to do the escape room. Book the escape room before you're sailing online via Royal Caribbean's Cruise Planner. Let's see. Patrick Carahurst is drinking Kraken and Diet Coke in my honor. Thank you, sir. Cod Squad, welcome back. Is the Allure going to get some upgrades soon? She is going to get some upgrades in next year, 2020. And no, I don't know. No one knows what is going to be upgraded exactly. Blue Ocean Life wants to know, would I ever take a guaranteed room? I think it is worth. Yes, I have done guarantees in the past. And as long as you're not picky about your room location, like my parents would never do a guarantee room because they really want to be specific about where the room is. I really don't care. I'll do it wherever. Tiana Jenkins with a super chat. Thank you, Tiana. With $5, we had to change our cruise date from February 2020 to November 2020. Oh, that stinks. Well, you know what, Tiana? Here's the important thing. Here's what I want you to remember. Yeah, you got to push back that countdown went back now a couple months, but you still have a countdown to look at, right? You not only have nothing to look forward to. It's one thing is if you have to cancel a cruise. It's quite another if you have nothing to look forward to. So, Tiana, while I'm sure you're bummed you're not going in February anymore and I have to wait till November 2020, at the very least, you still have something to look forward to. That's the important thing. Sports Mike, what tours do you suggest in Nassau? That's a really good question. Actually, I just did a really fun excursion in Nassau on my last visit over there. It was actually called, it's through Royal Caribbean. It's the Jetline Simulations. You get to go into a virtual cockpit and learn how to fly a Boeing 737. It is really cool. And I'm sure there's people like my wife who are like, you did what? How boring. That's what my wife said to me. But if you're a geek like me, it is a lot of fun. The GOAT, what's my next cruise? My next cruise is actually coming up in Harmony of the Seas, May 9th. Gail wants to know, Anthony, it's for the May 5th sailing. Do you mean Oasis? As far as I know, I think it's still on, right? Shannon wants to know, is it worth booking your next cruise while on board, Shannon? It's a good question. By booking a cruise on board a Royal Caribbean ship, you will basically get free onboard credit. The price is the same whether you book it online or at home or on board. But by booking on board, you get some free onboard credit. Here's what I would tell you: if you're on the ship, right, and you're having a great time, you're like, man, wouldn't this be fun to do this again? And you want to go down to the next cruise office and book it, that's a great idea. I don't think you should do that. But what I would not recommend doing is waiting, not going like between, not sitting here today, April, what's today, the 12th or whatever? Yeah, 12th. And saying, I'm going on a cruise in July. I'm going to wait until July and then book on board. That would be a mistake because the price can go up between now and then, negating any savings you may or benefits you may get with that extra onboard credit. Kay Mason wants to know, how can I cruise so much? A lot of it, first of all, I live in Florida, so that helps, having access to the ports. Second, I maximize my vacation time. So I don't, I cruise over weekends, I use holidays. Basically, I make sure that I don't just burn vacation time willy-nilly. I try to maximize it. Melody, 7 days, 17 hours till Anthem of the Seas. Red Bark, has anyone done the underground Mayan River de Cenote in Cozumel for an excursion? I have not, but if anybody has, please let Red know in the chat all about it. Jose Pena, welcome, Jose. Glad to see you here. Tara wants to know, with the Ultimate Dining Package, do you get a discount or money off Izumi Hibachi experience? No. Of course, that I should also backpedal that one step, Tara. Royal Caribbean actually just today, as of today, got rid of the Ultimate Dining Package. It's been replaced with the Unlimited Dining Package. And I'm not 100% certain, as of today, if the Unlimited Dining Package includes hibachi or not. That remains to be seen. FSR wants to know, any tips for first-time cruisers on Freedom of the Seas? First of all, welcome. Love Freedom of the Seas. It's a fabulous ship, by the way. And I would tell you that some tips for Freedom of the Seas. Check out the Flow Rider. You got to go down for the helipad for Sail Away. Freedom of the Seas has a Royal Promenade, which is a beautiful area inside the ship. You got to check that out. What are some other good tips for Freedom of the Seas? Don't miss the ice skating on board. That's a lot of fun. They have an ice skating rink, and they'll do ice skating for the public where you can go over there. The ice skating show also is equally very, very good. There's a question about gratuities. Hang on. Oh, it's from Samantha, who writes, are gratuities included in the cruise fare, or do you pay when you're on the ship? It's a good question, Samantha. So no, gratuities are not included in your cruise fare, but you have the choice, Samantha, of prepaying your gratuities like now or sometime before you're sailing, or paying it once on board. It'll be automatic once on board the ship. So in either case, there's nothing much to do. Either they'll charge you every night of your sailing once you're on board the ship, or you can prepay it, Samantha. I like to prepay it just because it helps break a total cost of the cruise. Karatha84 wants to know, is Liberty Seas a good ship? It's a fabulous ship. They're all great ships. Cliff wants to know, is there any news on Royal Caribbean buying the Lucayan Resort in Freeport? Beyond the fact that it happened? No new news other than that. Hello, Andrew Cataby, welcome. Penelope, is the large interior the same as the spacious interior? I'm not sure, Belinda. I'd have to look at the deck plans, quite frankly. Travel Edge can also help you with that, figuring out exactly the differences. Israel Camacho, going on Symphony of the Seas. Can a person get an unlimited drink package and one non-alcoholic drink package? My wife doesn't drink. You can. You have to call Royal Caribbean for that. Let them know. Say, hey, my wife doesn't drink, but I want to get they'll let that fly in that situation. Chad wants to know, any thoughts on an obstructed balcony versus unobstructed balcony on Alaska Cruise? The price difference is huge. Go for the obstructed, dude. You know what obstructed means? It usually means that, like, you can't see in all directions. Like, I remember when I was on Anthem of the season, I had an obstructed balcony, and all it meant was I couldn't see directly down. I could still see around me. And I think for the money, you're better off doing that. Matthew Jones, how are Thanksgiving cruises? I've done Thanksgiving cruises 3 times. I'm doing it again this year, dude. Love it. Anthony says, I'll be taking a cruise on 70th season in August. Institutions on excursion St. Martin. Grand Case Beach. Take a taxi. Go to Grand Case Beach. You're going to love it. Mark Castle, what's the verdict on unlimited dining in Izumi Bashi? I'm not exactly sure, Mark. It remains to be seen. Just got, obviously, announced, or it debuted today, but I'm not 1,000% sure, so I don't want to mislead you. Sunshine, any tips on Grandeur of the Seas? I know it's one of the older ships. You know what that means, Sunshine? It means it's a classic cruising experience. Take advantage of the solarium as an adult. It's a beautiful ship. Great dining on board as well. Jerry Holiday, with 14 days of Symphony of the Seas, is there a chance Royal Caribbean will open up the key again through the cruise planner? Possibly. Someone may cancel it. That'd probably be the most likely scenario. Matthew also, what ship am I sailing on for Thanksgiving? Right now we have Harmony of the Seas booked. Dave Rice wants to know my thoughts on an aft-facing stateroom. Ooh, those are really cool. So an aft-facing stateroom is a stateroom that faces a balcony, usually, that faces the back of the ship. And on Radiance and Vision class ships, these rooms are highly sought after because you get a larger balcony, a huge balcony, in fact, and a fantastic view. So if you can get them, I think it's absolutely worthwhile. John Blanick is in the house. John says obstructed is different ship to ship. Some not so good. I think, and I agree, John. I would just say that I think for the money it's worthwhile because it's not usually like, I don't think it's ever as bad as people think. Sports Mike wants to know, what's your job when you're not working on a Royal Caribbean blog? I'm actually a web developer. Wendy wants to know, what's my favorite cruise drink? Ooh, that's a good question. Lava Flow with Kraken rum. GOAT likes my background. Yeah, actually I had these posters here recently if you guys haven't, and one over there. Suzanne wants to know, what do I think about the balcony service of the boardwalk? I love them, Suzanne, because you know what? It's great people watching. I think it's a lot of fun. Creamy480, if I book an excursion for Perfect Day Coco and it isn't open, will they refund us our money back? Absolutely. If you can't do the excursion you book, you will get your money back. T. Blackman, any tips on Coco Cay cabanas? Are there different ones? There are going to be, T. Blackman, yes. Once Perfect Day Coco Cay is complete, which will be by the end of this year, you're going to have beach cabanas. You're going to have Oasis Lagoon pool cabanas. You're going to have over-the-water cabanas. There's like I believe there are about 3 or 4 different kinds. Basically, it's just location and also what it includes and some other factors involved. But right now, like today, like literally as of today, there's only one kind of cabana at Coco Cay. That's the beach ones, but those other ones are coming online soon. Crazy Cat Travel also, does booking air travel through Royal Caribbean help if weather causes issues? It can. So basically, Crazy Cat, if like your Royal Caribbean cruise is canceled or extended or shortened or something like that, yes, then Royal Caribbean will automatically rebook for you. It helps. Natalia Robles, what's the unlimited dining package? It's a brand new dining package, Natalia, where it allows you to eat every night of your cruise in a specialty restaurant, including lunch. Israel wants to know, is there benefits of the Key program if you're not a wave rider or wall climber? There are, yes. Obviously, the most noticeable benefits of the Key would be priority embarkation and disembarkation. Reserve seats at special shows, so like any of the shows in the Aqua Theater or the Royal Theater or the ice skating shows, you'll have priority access for that. You'll also get a internet package for every person, which is kind of nice. And also you get to store your luggage on embarkation day, your carry-on luggage, and they'll also deliver to your room. Todd wants to know if I've ever done a September cruise. Yes, I do it almost every year. In fact, I have one already booked for this. Do I have one or two booked this year? I have 2 September cruises booked this year. And I know why is Todd asking me if I've ever done a September cruise? Well, the answer is because he's wondering about hurricane season. And I'll tell you, Todd, it's a great time of year to go on a cruise because the reality is, yes, there are a possibility of hurricanes, but let me tell you something. Bad weather is not limited to hurricane season alone. So it's not to say that if you go on a cruise outside of hurricane season, you're guaranteed perfect weather. Far from it. It could still rain, be muggy, disgusting, whatever. And you can run into a terrible storm, in fact, still. Unlikely, but you could. Outside of hurricane season. Number 2, if there is a hurricane, you know what? The cruise ships go somewhere else. So you don't have to worry about it. What's up, Karatha84? David Piper's dropping in. Dag Mary Velez says, I love you. Oh, man, it's getting personal in here. Well, I like you as well very much. We had a question from Darius Mayer. How do cruise lines make money on the drink packages? Well, a couple ways. Obviously, we're not privy to the exact details of it, but first of all, not everyone breaks even on their drink package investment. Number 2 is when Royal Caribbean charges you $8 for a beer, do you know how much they actually get, how much it costs Royal Caribbean for that beer? We're talking like pennies on the dollar kind of situation. So, same way a restaurant makes money on drinks and stuff. Samantha wants to know, have I ever been on a cruise during a hurricane? Not in a hurricane, but during hurricane season? Absolutely. Braden Walker's heading out tomorrow on Symphony. Braden, good luck sleeping tonight. Steve Martin's going on his first of all, I love your movies. Going on a first cruise soon and have a virtual balcony. What are your thoughts on that type of balcony? It's really cool, Steve. So it's not a balcony, obviously. It's a big screen, like a TV screen on your wall that shows you a real world view outside. But basically, what I like them a lot, Steve. And the reason why I like them is don't look at it as a replacement for a balcony. Look at it as an upgrade. My cat's really excited for the virtual balcony also. Look at it as an upgrade from a regular boring interior room which had no view at all, right? Now you have a view of something, which I kind of like. And what's really great about Steve, here's what you got to do. In the morning, you're waking up, you're not ready to get up, but you're just like awake, right? There's a remote for your virtual balcony. Grab the remote, turn it on without getting out of bed. That's really nice. That way we can see what's going on outside. Penelope, looking at the new map you posted for Coquet at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, looks like the wave pool is part of Thrill Water Park. Is that right? That is correct, Penelope. So Oasis Lagoon pool is complimentary, no cost there, but the wave pool is part of the Thrill Water Park. That is correct. Wendy and Donner want to know, while in port, what's the best thing to do if you decide to stay on the ship? Go to the pool deck. Take advantage of nobody in the pool or pool chairs around there. FSR, if you're a minimalist, what's the best thing to do on a Royal Caribbean cruise? Not decorate. In all seriousness, hang out at the pool, enjoy your balcony, read a book. I honestly don't know what minimalists do on regardless of cruise or not. Rosa wants to know, do we have irons on a cruise in the cruise room? No, you do not, Rosa. It's a fire hazard. If you want to, you can have your clothing. You cannot bring your own iron, nor are there irons available for you. There are a couple of ways you can keep your clothes nice and smooth. Number 1, you can send it out to have it pressed by Royal Caribbean. There's a cost to that. Number 2, Downy creates a wrinkle release spray, which you can buy that before the cruise, obviously. It's called Downy Wrinkle Release, I believe. Buy it in CVS, any store, I'm sure Walmart. And you spray it on your clothes, and it magically releases it. Number 3, some people will put clothes up on a line in their bathroom, turn the shower on so the steam gets going, and then let that do that. There's a lot of different options over there. Israel wants to know, any thoughts on crime rate on Honduras Day? Some videos say to avoid excursions. I think, Israel, it just behooves you to have good plans with a reputable provider. I've gone to Roatan before many times. While I don't want to belittle those kind of warnings because they should be heeded, but at the same time, if you're booking an excursion through a reputable vendor to a place that's well reviewed, I don't think you'll have any issues at all. Savannah says, thinking about decorating my door, my servant. Do many do this? Yeah, some people will do. More people than you think will decorate their room door. Absolutely, you should do it. John wants to know, do I recommend the Atlantis excursion in Nassau? John, it's a great idea. Beautiful resort. It's just very expensive. That's all. But if you don't mind the money, go for it, dude. Travel with me says, just cruise with the Rhapsody this. You saw you haven't updated the cruise compasses or menus on the website. Where can I send them to? Send them to matt@royalcaribbeanblog.com. Travel with me. If you can send them to the cruise compass as a PDF document, that would be wonderful. Dagmaria, yo no habla español. I'm really sorry. I wish I did, but yo no habla. Tim Rocker, I don't watch Game of Thrones, dude. Even Jason Peterson, best new features on Mariner Seas. Oh my gosh. The water slides, the sky pad, the bamboo room. Oh, playmakers. Great stuff there. David Taylor, did you build your website? RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com? Yes, I did. Good question so far. By the way, guys, if you were enjoying this, make sure you hit the like, thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you've never watched me before. If you're new to if this is your first live broadcast, you've ever seen me where you've been here live with me, type new in capital letters so I can welcome you. Juan is here. Welcome, Juan. Glad to have you joining us once again. Sue wants to know, is Allure going to be updated? Yes, in 2020. EWIC, if you don't buy Voom, is there any way you can use stuff like YouTube or Instagram on board? No. Without an internet package, you can't. I mean, let me put it this way. You could, of course, keep your phone on and use your data roaming, but you will come back to a ginormous cell phone bill. Don't do that. I'm telling you that theoretically, yes, you can, but it's a really, really bad idea. Of course, you can always use your cell phone, your Wi-Fi and free Wi-Fi somewhere in port. T. Blackman, welcome. David Piper, welcome. C. Harris, thank you. Savannah, welcome. China Pearl, welcome. Samantha Wiseman, thank you, welcome. Jason Peterman's old. Ashley Elliott is new, welcome. Steve Martin, love your movies. That joke never gets old. Welcome. Matt and Glory with the super chat, thank you very much, and new, welcome. Jennifer Muirhead is new. John Cordova, welcome. Redbone Bone, great name, welcome. Todd Novak, John B. Oh my, how many people are new here? Redmond, Mrs. Liz, Gary Richard, Christy Davis, Caleb, hello and welcome. Oh my gosh. FSR, you're new as well. Welcome. Creamy wants to have ever sailed on Empress of the Seas. I have not yet. But to go to Cuba, you should absolutely do it. I think it's a great idea. Braden Walker with the $5 holla. Welcome. Thank you very much, Braden. Braden says, thanks for all the great videos. I really appreciate them. Well, you know what, Braden? Thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. It's very kind of you. Cliff Nash, going 17 days to Independence of the Seas. I heard some ships canceled the Skypad. Do you know which ones? Yes. Indy, Mariner, and I'm assuming Spectrum. They're reviewing it right now, the safety things, Cliff. I'm not sure in your sailing if it'll be open or not. I hope it is. I would be kind of shocked if it wasn't by the time that you're going on your sailing, Cliff. But there was an incident that occurred on Mariner of the Seas, and Royal Caribbean is reviewing the safety of it to make sure that it's all the procedures and everything else is looking good. Amy wants to know, can you purchase minutes of Wi-Fi of internet? The best you can do, Amy, is buy a 24-hour pass. That'd be the least amount you could buy. John Blank, quick summary of your last couple days. Looked amazing. We were down, John wants to know, I was down in Miami, actually, for Sunday through Thursday, for Seatrade Conference, which is a major conference for the shipping industry. You know what, John? My quick summary is, for cruisers like consumers, it's not really relevant at all. It's really a B2B kind of conference. It's an industry kind of thing. But it was kind of cool to be able to see how the sausage is made, so to speak, in that way. Jennifer says, watch my key video right here on my YouTube channel. Thank you, Jennifer. Will you continue to use it? I think, depending on the ship, I would buy it again. Yes, absolutely. The GOAT, you get cell service on the ship. If you're in port, if you're in Miami, or Port Canaveral and your ship hasn't left yet, yes, you do. But once you're out to sea, the only cell service available to you is the one that Royal Caribbean provides, and that's called roaming. And if you keep your cell phone on with your antenna on while you're roaming, you're going to come back with a giant bill. Don't do it. When you're on your ship, right before your ship leaves port, like the United States, put your phone into airplane mode. Otherwise, you're going to run into a giant bill. John Cordova, any tips for 4-year-old boys who do want to lure the seas? Oh my gosh, yes. First of all, Adventure Ocean. Sign them up for that. That's the supervised children's program. They're going to love that. Aquanauts is going to be their favorite place to go. You also got the Boardwalk, which has the arcade. It also has the carousel, which they're really going to like. There's a ton of stuff to do in the pool. I think they'll like it quite a bit. Zach wants to know, how do you keep in touch with your group on board? Usually we get the internet package and then agree on some messaging app to use. Chloe Patterson is a new subscriber. Chloe, thank you for subscribing, by the way. And of course, that way now Chloe's going to get notified when we go live, right, on Fridays, and have new videos as well. Sportsline, what's the best tip not to overspend on a first-time cruise? Ooh, that's a good question, Mike. I like that one. Best tip for not to overspend. I would tell you, if you're going to drink, get a drink package. The drink package really helps curb that problem because I feel like that's really a common source of overspending. Steve wants to know, what Broadway show is on Allure of the Seas? Mamma Mia. Here I go again. Didn't Sorry. Todd Novak, buy a data package and use iMessage and FaceTime. Absolutely. Nick says they block Wi-Fi calling, supposedly. No, they don't. I've used Wi-Fi calling on a number of Royal Caribbean ships. They do not block Wi-Fi calling. Now, maybe you're on a ship that doesn't have a very good internet connection. That's a different story, but it should work. Denure family should go on Anthem or Harmony. Oh, man. Both. If I had to pick one, Harmony, but they're both really good choices. I'm going on both this year, Denure, if that makes any sense. So, both. Mark Castell on Symphony in 1 week. Oh, first of all, Yvette is new. Welcome, Yvette. Welcome. Mark says, going on Symphony 1 week. What do you recommend is the best place to board for sail away? Definitely go to the... Oh, you can't do the helipad. Solarium Bridgewing. You can bring the kids on the Bridgewing. Go all the way to the front of the Solarium. It's the adult-only area, but it's okay. Bring your kids. And then on either side, there's a Bridgewing. That's the place to be. Primetime Pug. Is there a lot to do on Anthem? Absolutely. The Seaplex, the pools, North Star... Ripped cord by iFly. You're not going to run out of things to do on that ship. Lisa wants to know, can you use the Royal Caribbean app without Voom? Yes, you can. Denir, I can only pick one. What should I pick? Harmony. Go with Harmony. It's my favorite ship. FSR, what's the Solarium on Freedom of the Seas like? Relaxing. Beautiful. You'll love it. I think I missed a question here. Nope. Emily, I'm going on Navigator Season 8 days. You're one of the main reasons I'm so pumped. I love your videos. Thank you for everything you do, Emily. Thank you for watching, and I'm so glad you're excited. You're going to love Navigator of the Seas, the water slides, going to Coco Cay. Dude, I'm jealous of you, Emily, because that is an awesome, awesome sailing. Megan wants to know, does the smoking area on Deck 15 drift down to the balconies on Deck 14? No, I don't think so. There's the wind and air movement. I don't think you'll have any issues there. Any news on Oasis of the Seas? Yvette wants to know. She's on her way to Spain to be fully repaired. I don't think you should worry too much about it. Jay is taking a holiday cruise on Allure this year. Last days on Coco Cay. Can't wait. Dude, Coco Cay is amazing. Can't wait to go back. Denir, should I go on Eastern Caribbean in March? Absolutely. Why not? Go for it. Big 186. Great name. Did you enjoy your time on Mariner? Going to be my first cruise in September. Loved Mariner of the Seas. You picked a great ship. Did you announce your Patreon? I did not, Jose Pena. So Jose is referring to our Royal Caribbean Black Insider program. And if you're saying... My gosh, this guy on YouTube that I'm watching knows so much about Royal Caribbean, looks just like Brad Pitt, even better than Brad Pitt, I should say. And I want to be able to support fake Brad Pitt with, I want to make sure this continues. And certainly so many of you have been, sharing super chats and whatnot. But if you really want to contribute back to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, we have a program called the Royal Caribbean Blog Insiders. It is a way to make a monthly donation for as little as $1 a month. And depending on the level you donate at, you could actually get special perks and benefits like access to our podcast episodes a day early, or a special Facebook group for insiders, or special access to our announcements about things we're planning, special events, and a whole lot more. If you want more information how you can become an insider, all you have to do is go to this URL right over here, RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com/support. If you're already an insider, type insider in capital letters so I can say thank you. Penelope Perry, thank you for being an insider. Do appreciate your support. Cheryl heading out to Cuba on Empress of the Sea. So excited for Cuba. I can't wait to go back to Cuba. I did it one time. You should be excited. Radman, what excursion do you recommend in Cozumel? El Cosmolino Hotel. It's a great all-inclusive. You're going to love that one. Philip, going on Spectrum of the Seas. Any hints on Asian cruise? I've never done an Asian cruise, Philip. But pre-book as much as you can, Philip. Your dining, your drink package, entertainment especially. Denier, will the water in the Caribbean be hot enough in March, or it'll be plenty warm, Denier. You're going to have an awesome time on there. Edwin Vargas, thank you for being an insider. Anita Crosby, thank you for being an insider. Jason Peterson, thank you for being an insider. Victoria wants to know, can I get an avocado margarita at Sabor on Allure without ordering food? Yes, there's a bar, Victoria. Absolutely. Savannah wants to know, my favorite thing to do on Mariner, besides go to the bamboo room for drinks, the water slides. Love it. Edwin, heard Allure is down in Azapod. Anything serious? Nothing serious, no. I did reach out to Royal Caribbean about more information, but if I hear anything, I'll post about it. John Blanick, thank you for being an insider. And he says, dollar for dollar, better than Brad Pitt. See, if you say the joke enough times, it starts to become reality. Daryl Hedges, thank you for being an insider. An awesome person, Daryl. Bert, do you need to make reservations if you want to eat in the main dining room for breakfast? No, there are no reservations to make, Brianna. Did I say Brian? Brianna, I'm sorry, Brianna. No, you don't. There's no reservations to make. Just show up. You're good to go. Penelope, does Bamboo Room make cool tropical drinks? Absolutely. That's what they're really, really known for. Israel, what's the one food item you must have on Symphony of the Seas? Kemmelwick sandwich from Park Cafe. That's the roast beef sandwich. It's amazing. Change your life for the better. Any Mexican restaurants on Independence of the Seas? Amy Rogers. No, unfortunately not. No. Sorry. But you still have a great time on Independence. Great chip. Adam says, what do you think about Royal Caribbean is going to benefit? I have no idea what they... Adam, can you retype your question? I'm not sure it makes any sense. China Pearl, what shows do I need to make reservations for on Anthem and when? As soon as you can, and any show in 270 or the main theater. Pam says, any idea why the menu links on RoyalCaribbean.com are missing from the page in Chrome? Really? I don't know, Pam. I'll have to look at that. Are you using an iPhone or are you using, are you on a computer? I don't know why they're missing. Take a look at that. Travis, any hidden secrets to know about Harmony of the Seas? Yes, Travis. Go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Search for Harmony Secrets. I have the top 10 hidden secrets. I'll tell anybody. Actually, tell everybody. Top 10 Harmony of the Seas hidden secrets at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Amy, did this especially unlimited dining package go live today? Yes, it did. It replaced the ultimate dining package. So, Stephen, is there sushi on Allure? This is yes. There is a specialty restaurant called Izumi, and you can get sushi over there. Make It Blue. What is highly recommended on Royal Caribbean that doesn't include alcohol? Ooh, that's a good question. There's a lot of great. Actually, alcohol is a small part of what Royal Caribbean has to offer. Quite frankly, it really has to do with the ship. I mean, Royal Caribbean is well known. Probably its biggest reputation, Make It Blue, is for the amazing options and entertainment available on its ships. We're talking about the Flow Rider, Surf Simulator, Zip Line, Mini Golf. It's amazing Broadway shows on board. Depends on the ship, obviously, we're talking about. But there's a lot of great things on there. Pam, can you send me send me an email with a screenshot. Matt@RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. I'd love to see what you're talking about because I'm not familiar with that bug that you're referring to. FSR, is it considered bad to wear dark wash, non-distressed, non-bleach jeans at Formula? No, I wear nice jeans, as I call them. No, that's totally good. News She Spy. Does Matt get free cruises from Royal Caribbean? The only time I get free cruises is if there's a media sailing. So, like, when there's a new ship, there's usually a media sailing, like a two-nighter, where they invite members of the media, along with travel agents, to come check out the cruise. When I do go on those sailings, I mention it. That's probably like one a year or so. I think actually this year I may get two in. But again, I always disclose when I get a free sailing. But a vast majority of my sailings, I pay for myself. It's only when Royal Caribbean invites me and other members of the media to come check something out. So, and again, I'm always in the interest of full disclosure because I don't want to, mislead you guys in any way. Charbel, best restaurant to eat on Symphony of the Seas. Either 150 Central Park or Izumi Hibachi. You're going to love that. Savannah, I think I read somewhere in Royal Caribbean blog that Starbucks was included on a few ships with the refreshment package. Is this true? Specifically, Mariner of the Seas. No, yes and no. Let me answer that question, Savannah. It's a good question. There is actually on Mariner a Starbucks kiosk, like it's got the Starbucks logo and it's on deck 4 by the casino. That is not included. But Savannah, if you have the refreshment package, you can go over to Cafe Promenade and get a latte or a macchiato or some other specialty coffee drink, espresso-based drink. They make drinks there, and there, my dear, yes, your drinks are included with the refreshment package, but not at the Starbucks kiosk. You understand the difference? Andrew says, can you get ice from the machines without a beverage package? There's no machines to get it from, Andrew. The answer to your question is yes. Your stateroom attendant can get it for you. Peter, LL, what do you think about the recent Skypat accidents on board the ship? There's been one accident, and Royal Caribbean is reviewing the situation to make sure it's going to be very safe going forward. T4R4 Web, first time cruiser soon. Navigator of the Seas, any tips? Drink package, yes. I just went on Navigator. It's a great ship. Check out the water slides. Make sure you eat at El Loco Fresh. The pool deck is amazing. At night, go to Lime and the Coconut, which is up by the pool deck. It's really, really nice. Yosbel wants to know, is the key worth it if we have a suite booked? I don't think so. If you have a suite, I don't think it's worthwhile. I mean, it could be if you really, 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 really want to go, do a lot of the amenity, like a lot of the signature activities, like the Flow Rider, but I don't think it's worthwhile. Erica, will Cook be fully built by June? No, not fully built. The water park and some other, like the helium balloon will be open by June, but it won't be fully done until the end of this year. And when I say fully done, we're talking about mostly the Cocoa Beach Club and stuff like that, over the water cabanas. Phelps says, an Aussie, why is Royal Caribbean sent ratings to the season to Brisbane in our worst summer months for weather that far north? Melbourne would be better. Opportunity, Philip. It's a new market to serve. And look, weather's never going to be perfect, Philip. I mean, they have Caribbean cruises and hurricane season. It doesn't really, you shouldn't look at it as a problem. Look at it as an opportunity. And I suspect, Philip, that maybe you live closer to Melbourne, however you pronounce it, than Brisbane. But News She Spy booked with Michelle at MEI Travel. She's great. Well, News She Spy, I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for your support. They're talking about our sponsor travel agency, MEI Travel, which anybody can use, by the way. Even you Aussies can use it. So thank you. Nick, do you think the legal warning against Carnival will affect Royal Caribbean? I hope not. I don't have any reason to believe so at the meantime, in the short term. Monica Lucas, what can you do for free on CocoCay? We just posted that on RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com today, Monica. There's a whole breakdown. But in short, the whole beach is free. The pool is free. There's a lot of dining involved. Jason Patterson loves MEI. Thank you so much for your support as well, sir. EWIC, is the Florida usually crowded on Symphony? There's usually a line. Yes, how long it is? That can vary. But you'll have an opportunity. AdventureCraft, I'm planning on doing a European cruise 2020 on a later this is for Dad's birthday. Would it be crowded as the Caribbean? Have any tips on Italy or Greece cruises? I mean, look, all Royal Caribbean ships sail pretty full, so don't worry too much about that. And it's not that crowded, actually. So I wouldn't worry too much about crowds either, because there's so much going on. Not everybody's doing the same thing at the same time. So I think you'll have a great time, Europe or Caribbean. How much should I tip the main dining room waiter or waitress FSR? You don't have to tip them anything. You know why? Because it's already taken care of for you, FSR. Either you're going to prepay your gratuities ahead of time, or you'll get an automatic gratuity billed to your account every night of the cruise, and that takes care of your main dining room staff, so there's nothing for you to do. Sports Mike, the Flight Simulator isn't on my cruise planner. Does that mean it's not offered? Potentially, yes, Sports Mike. But I can tell you that you can book it on your own if you want to. It's called Jetline Simulations and NASA. Just Google it. It's the same difference. I booked it through Royal Caribbean just because it was booked through it was available. But you can still book it on your own. Sue wants that was their free lobster. Nothing's free. You have to pay for the cruise. But if your cruise has a second formal night, which will occur on cruises of at least 6 nights or longer, on the second formal night, there will be complimentary lobster in the main dining room. Steve wants to know, does the Lure of the Seas have an escape room or a laser tag? Not yet, but coming soon, probably. Who knows? But not yet. Charbel, what do you think of Wonderland? I heard the food isn't that tasty. You know what, Charbel? First of all, I think it's great. Second of all, think about this, Charbel. Just think about this. Think about how many people in this world hate broccoli. How many people in the world love broccoli? How many people in the world love sardines? How many people hate sardines? How many people love Brussels sprouts, right? What does that mean? It means we all have different tastes. Food is so subjective, Charbel, but Wonderland at its heart is a really fun experience. I think it's worth checking out. John Blank says MEI continues to monitor pricing and communicate. Love that. Awesome, John. Thank you for your support as well. Let's see here. Will Cooper, for the Jet Simulator, you recently did. How far is it from the cruise terminal? 10-minute walk, maximum. Really close, dude. It is basically just past Senor Frogs, if you have any idea where that is. But it's a very short walk. Is the cruise even great, Mungo? It is phenomenal. You're going to love it. All right, guys, I got to run. Thank you for joining us here. If you have more questions about Royal Caribbean, you got 2 choices, my friends. Number 1, you go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Check out our message boards. Post them over there. Read our blog post. Or I should say, wait until next Friday, because we'll be back again on Friday talking more Royal Caribbean with all of you guys. Although I will be in Connecticut next week, so I'm not sure how that'll work, but I'll figure something out. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy. Do something fun. And we'll talk again very soon right here on YouTube. Have a great weekend, guys. See ya.